Good evening and welcome to episode 9, I guess. It's been a while. I've had a completely different idea initially as to how this episode would go. I wrote a big script, I rewrote it. Basically, I wanted to tell a story about my history in Guild Wars 2, like a game I used to play. This is kind of how long it was. It was like, I think I put more effort into it than most essays I've written this term or this year. But I just was like, I don't think it's interesting, or it just doesn't have a very fun ending. It's quite sad in a way. It's kind of around the time where I got quite depressed, and I was just like, I wasn't quite happy with it. So I might tell it again if I can in the future, if I can figure out a better way of telling it. But in the meantime, I figured I'd just talk at this camera for a while until the battery runs out and try and scrape together a video. I'm kind of in that mood, you know, when you've left an assignment way too late and you're like, and it's the night before basically, and you just like don't care anymore, and so you just write some bullshit and you're like, okay, this will do, and you hit send, you go to sleep, and you're kind of just in that mood of like, don't feel, you're just kind of numb. And you're kind of a bit angry, but you're not angry at anything more than kind of just angry at yourself. So yeah, that's kind of the mood I'm in. I've been very busy lately, I'm quite social. It's great. I've kind of finally found some friends at this uni that I just feel great around. I just feel really happy. And yeah, it's been great. I've been doing stuff. It's kind of weird to have a day when I'm not social anymore, whereas the past couple of times it's been like most days of the week I haven't been social. I've been kind of just in this room watching something like Grey's Anatomy or I don't know, something else, or YouTube. And yeah, it wasn't that fun, but no, I've been busy. I'm on the Christian Union committee now. I'm an events coordinator. Events and evangelism. There hasn't really been any events yet, but no, it's good to feel part of something, definitely. There's a kind of double-edged sword of that, and personally, is that because of my anxiety, when I feel good, my anxiety starts telling me, okay, you're good now, but we've got to start preparing for when it gets bad, because it'll get bad soon. You don't know when it will happen, but you just got to prepare for that. And that kind of like, this happens all the time to me, and that sort of starts me feeling, and then because I start worrying about when it's going to get bad, when I'm going to get into a null phase again, where I'm just like feeling sorry for myself, and it's honestly quite selfish. Social anxiety, it's really an attention-seeking disease. It's horrible, and you're just like, you want attention, you want people to love you, and it almost becomes obsessive. You're like, why? And you're just kind of trying to reach for that. You just want more and more affection, and that kind of just, but then you kind of realize, well, I can't do that, it's not normal, and it isn't normal, and well, it doesn't feel like it, and then you just shut off and you crash, and you feel like, like nothing matters. I'm not at that point. I have been several times, and that kind of, and when it usually happens after you feel good, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. And the problem is that because of the anxiety, because you're expecting something bad to happen, it happens, and you're just like, well, I knew it. and it's not good. And it's of course because you're kind of hoping, or not really hoping, but you're just expecting it to happen, and nothing really bad does happen, but you just get into a state as if something has, and like the smallest thing will take you out. So yeah, and it's kind of, with this episode, it's just been like building up in my head. I wanted to record this on Sunday, and I was just like, nah, I can't be bothered, there's nothing I would say. And I think, even though this is probably even less positive than my story, I just wanted it to be genuine. I want my videos to be genuine. I want them to be raw, even if they make no sense. I don't really care, because I know all my subscribers by name. I know who each of you are. I've met you all in person, and I love you guys. And I think if I can't be honest face to face, at least I can be honest through this. I think it's quite liberating, this. I don't really know if any of this has made sense. I don't think it will. I hope you kind of understand it. Yeah, thing is, I kind of want YouTube to be my thing. I want to enjoy making videos, so I'm not saying I'm enjoying this, but I'm feeling like this is along the lines of what I've actually been trying to achieve. I want something honest, I want something raw, I want something genuine, and it might not always be good, but if I'm happy with it, then I'm happy with it. There's another video I'll probably put out soon. It's kind of just a bit of footage from my trip to Milan. I went with my brother. That was probably a month, yeah, it was nearing a month ago now, but that was fun. A lot of the time I was thinking like, oh, I need to get footage, and I think that's not how I want to live my life. I don't want to be like, I could vlog this, so I don't think I'll be doing many out and about vlogs or anything like that. I kind of just want to enjoy my life and what's happening, you know. There will be videos where I just do random shit. I've got one where lined up probably to be like what to do for festivals, music festivals, like if it's your first time, what you bring, what you do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I'll also do, once I finish my exams and finish this summer term, I'll do a uni year in review. I'll probably talk about this story on Guild Wars. The story is called The Rise and Fall of Jeremor, and Jeremor was my character in the game. Basically, it's how I became a leader of a guild, and then things went downhill. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. In other news, Westworld Season 2 has started. If you didn't see Season 1, would recommend that. Westworld was my favourite show of last year. It is so good, I could not recommend it anymore. Like, it is great. I would definitely recommend Season 1. Season 2's been okay so far. A bit slow going, but yeah, no, I'm up to date. Just watched episode 3 yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna find a meme of the week now. I've got a tune lined up. Hope you have a great week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope some of this is salvageable. And yeah, have a great week.